Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Yo, what's good, y'all? What's the word? What's going on? How everybody doing out there? Y'all already know what it is, man. We back again, man, and it's time for the Tuesday banger. It's time for the Tuesday banger, y'all. That's a lock. It's time for the Tuesday banger, and I got one. That's a lock. I keep a banger, as always. But like I always say before I start my videos, I have no problem delivering this content, making sure everybody at work, everybody that has a job, everybody that's being productive with their 24 hours, y'all got something to listen to in y'all ears, man. I don't have no problem giving y'all that content. I don't have no problem warning y'all about how dangerous prison is, man. I don't have no problem doing that either. I just need y'all to do one thing, though. And just stay out the way. That's it, man. We need y'all to stay out the way. I need y'all to stay out the way. Your family needs you to stay out the way. Shh. I'm letting you know now, man. Like, putting yourself in a situation, man, when you get locked up, man, and it just takes a lot from your soul, man. And I don't want to see y'all go through that, man. When I got locked up, it felt like my soul left my body. That's what it feels like when you get locked up and you know you're not going home. Everybody that's out there breaking the law, doing big crimes, robbery, abduction, carjackings, I'm letting y'all know now, man. Take my word on this, man. They're going to smoke y'all boots for those crimes. You don't know what they carry. You don't know what type of time they carry. I don't care what state you in, man. They're going to smoke y'all boots for those crimes that y'all doing, man. Take me for example. I got sentenced to 18 years, first time in trouble. You think they care that I never been in trouble? Them people not playing with us, man. Stay out the way. Enjoy your life, man. Stay away from the courtrooms. Stay away with having to call a lawyer, man, about some criminal cases, man. Let's make it easy on our family, man. Let's make their life much easier by not having to worry about what we got going on with our life, man. Let's make everybody's life much easier, man, by staying out the way, y'all. That's it. Period. But y'all already know the count, man. It's the Tuesday banger game. Y'all already know what I need y'all to do with this one right here. Like, share, subscribe this one, y'all. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. But it's time for business. It's time for business, y'all. And the story I got for y'all today is called He Became a Predator. Facts, man. Crazy one right here, y'all. It's a crazy story right here, man. But gotta share it with my people, man. But just thinking about this story, man, I just have to tell y'all, like, people come to prison, man, and it's like, you know, they want to be one way, but the way they want to be always comes out. I have stories about this. I have told y'all about this, man. Like, people come to prison one way, then the real self comes out in prison, man. Like, prison makes you who you are, basically. You know what I mean? So, like, people come there and they feel like they can be this person. Like, I'm gonna just disguise myself and be somebody who I'm really not. But, like, when you stuck in a world full of men, stuff comes out, different things come out. It's not always the gay things, it's just different things come out, man. And whatever your journey is, it's gonna come out in there, man. I'm letting you know that now. So I have known people like that. I have been around people like that all through my beards, y'all. So with that being said, we're gonna start this one on Sussex 2. We're on Sussex 2 for this one, y'all. We're on Sussex 2 for this one. We're gonna take a whole ride on this one, y'all. But I can remember, man, in the beginning, man, like before I even got to penitentiary, man, when I was in Virginia Beach jail, man, I ended up running across a dude I was in the block with, man. And for real, I ran across a lot of dudes that were kind of like OGs from Norfolk. And this dude I'm talking about, man, he's from Norfolk, man. He's from Norfolk, man. I'm going to say his name, man. His name was Pitts. His name was Pitts, man. You know what I mean? Back then, he wasn't an old dude. He was probably like 30 something. You know what I mean? He was in his like middle 30s or something like that. You know, me being in my early teens, 20, something like that. He was way older than me, like about 12 years or something like that. But at the end of the day, he was one of those dudes that I met that was in the block that was crazy experience. Now, I have met dudes in the block when I was in Virginia Beach jail who had schooled me about how prison was going to be. I ran across a lot of dudes like that, and they schooled me like, yo, look, this and that. And I have ran across dudes that showed me how to unlock my predator radar detector. I have ran across those dudes. I have ran across a lot of dudes, and every time dudes would see me, they would look at me and know that I'm a young dude and I'm on my way to go serve almost 20 years sentence. They would try to school me just because they seen that I was a solid young dude. So when I ended up running across the dude Pitts, like he was regular dude. He was in the block working out. He was cool. You know what I mean? He was helping people with his law work. Everything was going smooth. Now, Pitts was in there. Once me and him started conversating in the block, Pitts was in there trying to beat a case. You know what I mean? Pitts was in there trying to beat a murder robbery charge. Like he had almost, I want to say capital, like his joint was crazy. I don't want to say it was a capital murder, but he was fighting a murder and a robbery. Now, when I moved in the block, everybody was talking about his junk because his junk was kind of high profile in Virginia Beach. And everybody was saying that they really didn't have no evidence except a co-defendant trying to tell on him and somebody that was in the block he was in when he first came into jail that's trying to tell on him. Now, this happened way back in like 99, I think. So he was already in the jail longer than I was in the jail. But long story short, once I got to know him and got to kick it with him, you know, with him being from the town that I'm from, and y'all already know, if you follow my members, y'all already know how I was carrying it. I was outnumbered because I was in another jail, you know what I mean? So when I run across dudes that's from Norfolk, kind of like, I'll rock with them, you know what I mean? It depends, like you gotta be a super lane for me not to rock with you, but majority of the time I rock with you. So when dudes told me he was from the town, me and him started kicking it slightly, you know what I mean? We started having conversations just about different things. He already been to prison before. He went to St. Bride's a while ago, you know what I mean? He did a little bid in his early 20s and he been home from that. But he's telling me about prison, you know what I mean? Because he went to receiving in Southampton, so he been to real prison even if it was receiving before he went to St. Bride's. But he's schooling me about how prison is, basically. Like, he schooled me. Like, I already knew about the predators, but he gave me the game as far as, like, yo, listen, like, they be doing this, they be doing that, they be doing this and doing that. Now, he didn't say nothing about no predator radar detector, but he was definitely telling me, like, how and what not to do and what not to look and how don't look at nobody's cell. Like, he was giving me the game on some things, and I took it in heed because I needed all that game because I was on my way to penitentiary. Fast forward to tape, we on Sussex 2 now, y'all. We on Sussex 2. Now, I got to Sussex 2 before this man, and I don't know how, or maybe he was up there before me. I just never asked him. But I know I seen him later, like after I was already, like after they brought us up there in the beginning of 2002 and they put us in 2C. So when I got put in 2C, we on the yard. It's normal prison now. Now I'm on the yard. I'm on the yard moving around. I see Pitts. Now, when I seen him, he was in one building. When he spotted me, he was happy to see me. Like, hey, what's up? We on T. White? What's going on, T. White, man? I'm like chilling, man. I'm like, wait, how long you been up here? He's like, I've been up here. You know what I mean? So we just started conversating. We started kicking it. And for real, like, I knew how high profile his case was back then. You know what I mean? So, like, I wasn't really trying to scream it over the fence, but I already know I'm on Sussex 2. Now, he did his first bid. I told y'all he went to St. Bride's, but now he's on Big Boy Penitentiary. He's in Big Boy Penitentiary. Now, I know for a fact he had to get found guilty if he's on Sussex 2 with me. I just didn't want to scream that information across the fence. So when we came off the yard, I walked his fence and I'm talking to him at the fence. The CEO let me kick it with him. I'm like, so how much time you get, Pitts? He like, man. He shook his head. He was like, he lifted his head back up. He was like, man, they gave me 52 years, bro. I said, man, they gave me 52 years. I said, dang, they gave bro Ray Lewis. That's what I'm saying in my head. He got Ray Lewis. He got Patrick Willis. I'm thinking all type of number 52s in football just for no apparent reason. When he got his boot smoke, I couldn't believe. I'm like, Like, I would run across dudes, y'all, through my path of journey in prison. And y'all know I'm going in there with 18 years. But I would run across dudes, especially from Norfolk. And we get to talking about time. And they always have more time than me. I would be the dude with a lot more time than a lot of my friends. But dudes in prison that I ran across that was from Norfolk, they will always have more time than me. And that kind of humbled me. That kind of brought me back to earth of stop complaining. Put your head down, pause, and do this bid. That's all you got to do, bro. Like, they done way more than you did. You can do it. If they can do it, you can do it. So I would see dudes like that and meet dudes like that, and it will humble me, y'all. It will bring me back to reality of knowing that, man, like, I got it kind of good compared to people. Not rubbing it in, like, but just, bro got 50 years. I got 18. Bro got to do almost Michael Jordan comeback number 45 before he can try to get out. You know what I mean? I'm only going to do 16. So, like, you see the difference. Like, there's no room to complain. So when he told me that, I'm like, this is wild. So I kept my composure while he told me that. You know what I mean? But, like, I just really wanted to know because I seen him on Sussex. So he gave me the play like, yo, they took the dude. He said it was a dude in the jail that was testifying against him. You know what I mean? They say he just heard about his case on the news. He didn't tell dude nothing. Dude still told. You know what I mean? Dude didn't have nothing to do with his case. Dude, he's not even from Norfolk. Anyway, man, this is crazy, man. But he got oiled up for it. He told me he got smacked in the head for it. And he got 52 years, y'all. So I just try to like just, you know what I mean? I'm like, that's crazy, bro. So like, what you doing now? Like, what you got going on up here? I try to change the subject, you know what I mean? Because that was a lot of time to hear about. Bro was like, man, like for real, bro, I'm in the law library. He was like, I'm in the law library, bro. He was like, if you can, bro, fill out a request form to try to get to the law library, man. He was like, for real, Sussex 2 law library is weak. He was like, that junk kind of weak. So like, I ain't even gonna lie, bro. Like since I've been here, I've been going charge free. Hearing him talk about charge free was something foreign to me because I always caught charges. I don't know. Tuck your shirt in, something on the window. Do this, do that, do that, do that. I would catch charges left and right. I told y'all, you catch one charge, you stuck on Sussex for another year. You got to go a whole year charge free before you can get transferred to get your level to drop to go to another prison. But I wasn't thinking about going to another prison then. But bro telling me like, yeah, like man, Sussex 2. He like, yo, Sussex 2. They junk kind of messed up, so I ain't gonna stay here. Like I'm gonna be up out of here in the wild. Or I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be gone in a minute. But he was like, you can fill out to come to the law library. You come to the law library, you know what I mean? We can discuss your joint. He was like, what ended up happening? You know what I mean? He was like, because I told him how my lawyer jerked me. You know what I mean? When we was in the block, I told him all that. And he knew who my lawyer was. He knew I had Billy Robinson. So he knew about all that. Just like everybody from Norfolk did. So like, I told him that. And he was telling me like, you know, he knew a lot about the law too. That's a lot we used to kick about when we was in the jail. So he asked me what happened with that. And I told him like, yo, bro, like I'm trying to file this habeas corpus. You know what I mean? I was like, I got another lawyer now. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm trying to do it through them. You know what I mean? So we can do this and do that. So he like, look, bro, just fill out to come to the law library, bro, and I'm gonna holler at you there. I'm like, all right, that's a bet, man. I'm gonna fill out to come to the law library, y'all. So boom, I go to the law library. I meet bro at the law library. You know what I mean? We down there, we kicking it. It's like 3 other dudes down there. So when I get down there, like, you know, like, bro, like, you know what I mean? Like, he lost his hair. I guess after he got sentenced to time, he kind of like, he had hair and he lost it. You know what I mean? It was like getting low, thin. He kind of had like the Fred Sanford joint. You know what I mean? Like half hair, half bald. You could tell. But like, you know, bro was dealing with like, to be somebody that had 52 years, like you got to be a different type of guy to be able to deal with that, man. That circumstances, that reality. Because that's a nightmare right there, y'all. That's a nightmare. That's a hell on earth. That's what that is. So he down at the law library and he basically broke down to me basically how everything I went with him in the jail. Like he gave me the real spiel. And I felt bad for bro. I ain't even gonna lie. I felt bad that he had dudes that was from Virginia Beach that testified on him. And they wasn't even at Norfolk. They wasn't even at the scene. But that's what was going on back then when I first got locked up. When snitching got out of control, like in jails and stuff, that's what dudes was doing. Dudes didn't even know what you had going on. Half of the time they went on the street. Half of the time they didn't know nothing. Dudes was jumping on your case just because they heard you talk about the case. You know what I mean? And a lot of dudes was getting oiled up for that in the jail, man. And Pitts was one of them. So he's telling me he's dealing with it. He was like, look, he trying to get back in court, this and that. He trying to do this. And he was like, he be helping out these other 3 dudes. He showed me the 3 other dudes. He was like, he be helping them out. But he was like, the law library week. So I'm just like, man, look, man, like for real. Like I was like around that time when me and him start kicking it, like I kind of lost hope. I lost hope a little bit, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Like hope was kind of like gone from me because like I just felt like it wasn't meant for me to get out early, even though like my parents, everybody like being optimistic about maybe I can get out, just keep thinking, keep praying, keep this. I had to deal with what I had in front of me. I had to deal with that time, y'all. Like, so I couldn't really just, you know what I mean, focus on like, let me get locked in with Pitts and try to worry about this law library. So I kind of told him straight up. I was like, look, bro, like, I just came to holler at you because I ain't seen you in a minute. I'm like, man, but I ain't gonna be coming back down here because you can come down there, I think, Wednesdays and Fridays. I'm like, I ain't gonna come back down here, bro. Like, I'm just, you know what I mean? I just came to holler at you for real, bro. Like, I'm comfortable with what I got to do, man. I'm just gonna do my time, bro. I ain't tripping about that, y'all. So, boom! Pitts was cool with that. He was all right with that. I went back to the building and that was that. Periodically, I used to see him on the yard, you know what I mean? Every now and then, see him walking down the boulevard, coming from the law library. That's all he went at. That's all he would do. You know what I mean? Is go to the law library. You see him with he was one of those dudes. He either got a bunch of books with him or he got his laundry bag with a bunch of paperwork in it. You see all the brown manila envelopes. He got all that. He's going to the law library to fight his case. So for the most part, man, Pitts was a solid guy. The individual that I met in the jail from the individual that I met when I came on Sussex, like both times me being around him, he was a solid guy. He wasn't nobody that I felt like I had to watch. He wasn't nobody that I felt like that was sneaky. And the predator radar detector definitely didn't go off on this guy. So for the most part, like, man, it was cool. And he was from the town. You know what I mean? Like, he was from my city. So like, it was all right. Like, it was cool. Like, knowing that he was kind of like an OG that I had met through the path. And he gave me advice about how to do time in prison, y'all. So like, I was all right with that. You know what I mean? Me and him didn't have to kick it every day to be besties. But on Sussex and from the jail, the man was solid. The man was solid, y'all. So boom. Let's fast forward the tape now. Fast forward the tape. Bro got transferred way before I got transferred. Like, I'll say Pitts got transferred like I left in 09. Pitts got transferred like in 06. He probably left like 06. He been peeled. But all I know is I started seeing him and I didn't see him no more. I got word dudes were like, yo, you know what I mean? Unc went to a level 3. But he told me in the beginning that he was trying to get off Sussex 2. See, he knew in the beginning staying on Sussex 2 wasn't a good idea. I was the one that wanted to be hard-headed and stay there for a lot of years. I did 7 years on that place. Like, that's a long time on a level 4. All I had to do was just stay charge-free for 1 year and I could have went to a better place. But I did 7 years, so that go to show y'all what was going on. But we're going to fast forward the tape, though, y'all. We're going to fast forward the tape now. We're going to fast forward the tape, man. And now we are in Lawrenceville. So I landed on Lawrenceville. When I get to Lawrenceville, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not thinking about this man. Definitely I'm not thinking about where the hell Pitts is at. You know what I mean? But at the same time, though, like, I just feel so good to be on Lawrenceville. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm happy. But y'all know how I go. I get there. They put me in gangland for a couple months, a month and a half. After they do that, a fight broke out. I tell the lady, move me. What she do? She moved me to San Francisco. Y'all know the count. I moved to San Francisco. I get to San Francisco. Y'all know the count again. It's crazy over there. It's ballistic. There's all type of stuff going on over there. I see dudes is booed up. I'm seeing all type of stuff going on. When I walked in, I didn't even recognize Pitts. You know what I mean? But I seen him. I thought I seen him when I was coming in anyway. Like when I came in the building, it's like I was coming in this pod over in 61 and there was another dude going in 62. So she opened 62 up first. So I'm standing there with my cart and I looked to my left and I looked. And I was like, is that Pitts? I thought it was him, but this dude was a little bigger, so I ain't really know. And it's been a couple years I ain't seen the man, so I'm like, I glanced, you know what I mean? So when I look, the door opened for us. I see him come to the door. When he come to the door, he look at me, and I look at him, but he just moved his eyes. He was like, he slid out. But I figured out what he was doing. He was trying to sneak out the pod. Now the CO seen him coming out of our pod. You know what I mean? The CO seen him coming out of our pod, but I guess the CO rocked with him. You know what I mean? So I don't know what was going on, but I know he looked at me. I was about to say something to him like, yo, what's up? But like, as I was about to say that, I seen how he just like basically didn't know who the hell I was. And that happens from time to time in prison because there's so many people you run across. So he looked, he didn't pay me no mind. He slide out, he in 62 pod, so he trying to go back by the door. The CO said, where you going at, bitch? He called his name and I heard him. I'm like, hey, Pitts, what's up, Pitts? He was like, oh, what's happening, TY? He got me up. I'm like, what's up, man? Like, damn, bro. I was like, bro, you got big as hell. Pause. Like, he ain't got kind of like Lawrenceville don't got free weights. You know what I mean? He looked like he was at somewhere with some damn weights. So I'm like, damn, bro, you got big as hell, bro. Damn, you got going on. He like, man, shit, goddamn, working out and eating. Goddamn, that's what I do. That's what I do. I'm like, damn, working out and eating, huh? That's crazy. I'm like, damn, bro, you done got diesel as a bitch, Paul. He like, yeah. He was like, where you going in there? I was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, my people's in there. I'm like, for real? Like, yeah, who in there from the town? He was like, shh, man, ain't really nobody in here from the town. I was like, ain't nobody in there from the town. He was like, probably one, couple dudes from Portsmouth. He was like, man, everybody from the town on the other side. I'm like, yeah, I know. I was trying to get over there, 30 building with Hot Rod and goddamn San Juan and them niggas. I was trying to get over there. I was like, the lady tricked me and told me she was going to move me to 30 building, man. I said, man, the lady told me she was going to move me to 30 building. She moved me in here. He was like, for real? I was like, yeah, man. I was like, so what's up with this joke, bro? I said, I see Shot-Town in there. You know, we know Shot-Town from Sussex too. I'm like, I see Shot. He's a homosexual. I'm like, I see Shot-Town in there. I'm viewing all this through the door. So he like, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of boys in there. Yeah. My people's in there too, though. So, you know what I mean? For the most part, you gonna chill. I'm gonna get with you in the breakfast tomorrow. I'm like, all right. So he dipped. You know what I mean? So I go in the pod. I look around. I I see his mayhem, just like he was describing in a good way. Like, I see what was going on. I'm not green. I see what was going on. Like, it was a lot of dudes in there booed up. Massive dudes booed up. I see dudes in there, homosexuals. I'm like, Lord, the lady do me like this. You know what I mean? I could have been an asshole and be like, yo, I ain't going to that block. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like, you can't duck homosexual stuff in prison, y'all. Like, I'll be an asshole to check in for that. Now, if somebody try to come in my cell, that's a different story. But I'm not going to check in just off the strength of this. So I go in the cell, I go upstairs, I see my roommate. My roommate is from out the way. You know what I mean? He's not from out the way. He's from Chesapeake. So I'm kicking it with him. And he giving me the layout about everything, which I already knew the count. You know what I mean? He's telling me about everything anyway. I see what's going on. So I asked him, did he know bro? Did he know Pitts? You know what I mean? He was like, yeah, I know Pitts. He's like, man, I've been knew Pitts, man. He's like, yeah, I knew Pitts from his first bid. We was on Southampton receiving, and he started giving me the count. So I'm like, yeah, man, old head solid though, man. He was like, he ain't old. I'm like, yeah, he older than me. You know what I mean? I call him old head OG. He like, yeah, he ain't old. He probably a little younger than me. I'm like, how old are you? My roommate was like, I'm 41. So my roommate was already a little old, you know what I mean? So he get to running it down, like, but I could see as he's talking, like, he's holding back information. Now, me and him just meeting, so I'm not trying to pick him out of information. He's not from Norfolk, so, like, he's not obligated to give me the real count about somebody I'm dealing with or talking to, you know what I mean? So I picked that and I left it alone, y'all. I was good. I was like, all right, that's what's up. So we kicked it for a second about bro. He started telling me about the block, and that was that, y'all. So boom. Next thing you know, we come out, we out in the pod. So I come out, I see what's going on. I'm like, yo, I'm telling my roommate, like, yo, I'm trying to get up out of here. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, my whole mission is to get to 30 building. I was like, the lady moved me on the whole other side of the country. He was like, man, you gotta wait. He was like, because they ain't doing moves right now. I said, yeah, that's what Chicago told me. Like, I ain't gonna be able to get moved right now. So I'm like, it's cool. I'm gonna chill. Since I'm in a cell with you, I'm gonna chill. He was like, man, it's laid back. He was like, but these niggas just mountains, just a lot of booed up niggas in here. I'm like, I see. You know what I mean? But I'm like, I'm feeling like I can't do too long on this jump now. You know what I mean? This is Lawrenceville now. I need to be out in a comfortable spot where the guys are at now. This right here is bananas. I didn't even know they had a situation like this. So as I'm talking, I see Pitts. He had the slider door, you know what I mean? He had the slider door and shit, you know what I mean? So I'm standing out kind of like by outside of my cell, like on the railing, but I ain't leaning over the railing. I'm just standing up like this. I'm just looking, but I can see the door right there. So when I look, I pin Pitts. I'm like, so as I'm about to go like this, like, yo, what's up, bro? Like, you know what I mean? As I was about to do like this, I just seen a dude come from back by the handicap cell, this kind of like brown skinned dude. And he was like, and he went to the door and I was like, and he had the door, he like his whole movements, he keep moving like this and to the side. I'm like, now they in there, but I'm just like, who the hell is bro talking to? So he talking, he like, the door open, boom, he come in. He just getting by the brick wall, he ain't going nowhere far. So he talking to the homosexual dude, he like, nigga, they got diesel as a bitch, he like, goddamn homosexual dude, keep talking. He talking, he was supposed to be looking forward, he talking like this, yeah, cause I don't know why they do that, but he talking to him, right? And I'm like, damn, so I ain't saying nothing, right? Cause I'm kind of like in shock. I'm in shock now. Now I'm not saying I'm in shock because this man can't fall victim. I'm in shock because this is the stuff that he was warning me about. Don't talk to the homosexuals. Don't do this. Now, I'm going to give everybody the benefit of the doubt, but I never forgot the pep talk that Pitts gave me, y'all. So I'm watching him. He talked to the homosexual dude. You know what I mean? You can talk to a homosexual dude. Maybe ain't nothing like that going on. You know what I mean? I look up. Chi-Town come over there and start hollering at him. You know what I mean? Like I said, the other homosexual. He go over there and start talking to the other homosexual. So he talking to both of the homosexuals. He leave out. Nigga didn't even speak to me. I'm like, damn, I ain't say shit. You know what I mean? They call us for lunch. I look up. Bro at a table with like 3 homosexuals. I'm like, damn. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh shit. Like, you know, it's his life. But at the end of the day, oh shit. I'm like, damn, what the hell? You know what I mean? I ain't run across nobody on this side of the yard that would know him. Now, this dude's on the other side of the yard that know him, like my homeboy Ty. There's a lot of dudes that would know him. But nobody on this side of the yard, like I can't really be like, yo, what's up with goddamn Pitts, man? Like, it ain't my business to really pull up on him and tell him how he living. Now, I don't want to speculate, you know what I mean? Because I'm just seeing him talk to people. But at the same time, this is all weird activity to me. So I'm like, damn, he's sitting on at the table. Niggas still ain't say nothing to me. So I wait till they get up. You know what I mean? I used to call him Unc in the jails and tell him like, yo, Unc. He turn around, he like, oh shit, yeah. You got his Levi outfit on and shit, tails clean. He like, yeah. Look, I'm gonna be in your pot. Don't worry about it. I'm moving over there this afternoon. I'm like, oh, you moving over there? He's like, yeah, I'm about to move in there. He was like, yeah, I'm about to get over there. His eyes were serious too when he said it. He was like, oh, yeah, I'm about to get over there. I'm like, that's what's up, man. I'm like, damn. So, like, he was like, yo, like, for real, you need something? I'm like, nah, I don't need shit, bro. I'm like, I came up here with stuff. I don't need nothing. You know what I mean? Now, I see them talking to them people now. I'm letting y'all know, like, this is a place that I nicknamed San Francisco, so there's a lot going on. So, basically, if you talking to the homosexuals on a frequent basis, that means you shake, rattle, and roll it. Now, I know he did a bid early, which was a microwave bid because it wasn't a long time. Now this is this real bid he has now. He had 52 years. So I can't figure it out, man. It's this man life, but I don't know what the hell is going on. I'll be lying if I told y'all if I knew what the hell was going on, y'all. So boom, he moved to the block. I see him bring all his stuff to the block. He come over there, bring all his stuff in. He come over there with all his stuff. You know what I mean? They move him upstairs in the corner, going that cell. You know what I mean? He get in that cell, he put all this stuff up, you know what I mean? I'm like, man, for real, like, this shit is the Twilight Zone in here. So I'm just gonna let everybody live their life. I'm like, me and him wasn't besties. I just know him for a lot of years. I knew him since I was young in the jail, you know what I mean? Now I'm in Lawrenceville, like, you know what I mean? So, like, I'm just letting him be. I can't tell him what to do with his life. My roommate, like, yo, like, I think he messing around. Like, I think he, you know what I mean? I ain't trying to put him on blast. That's why I was looking like that when you told me, but I think he messing around. Like, he definitely messing around, but that's his life. I don't care what he do. It's his life. You want to mess around, you want to shake, rattle, and roll, you want to do the hokey pokey and turn yourself around, that's on you, player. So I ain't gonna get in his way. So he moved all his stuff in. So after he moved all his stuff, I'm down at the microwave and shit. He pinned me. You know what I mean? See, he come over there with his microwave. Who after you, T-White? I'm like, yeah, right here, he after me. So he like, damn, right. I'm like, damn. So he's standing by me kind of like, you know what I mean? So like, as he would buy me, like, after all this, like, after all I done witnessed, after all I done been, how many times I done been around him and all this, I promise y'all, man, on everything I love, when that man came and stood beside me and me and him was talking, like, I got my bowl in my hand. I'm waiting to get in the microwave. You know what I mean? I got my bowl in my hand. I'm waiting to get in. He come up there, yeah, what's up, T-White? Yeah, who after you? I'm like, yeah, he after me. So we end up he's standing beside me. As he was standing beside me, I was like this, holding the bowl. And I jumped said, move an inch away from him. I was like, oh shit. He was like, yeah, man, I'm trying to hurry up and get in here, man. My show about to come on and shit. Yeah, goddamn. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, damn, this nigga a fucking predator. No, this can't be true. That this nigga's a predator. This nigga warned me about the predators. Now, I'm like, hold on. This was a time right here I thought my predator radar detector was broke because I'm like, I haven't seen him do no predator activity. He just like messing with boys. If this is gonna be this is the case, like this is what he does. So I'm like, damn, like my predator radar detector might be messed up. So he seen me kind of like locked in, like I was looking at my bowl with the whole time. That was my predator radar detector going off. I was like this. Hell, he looked up. He was like, yeah, man, shit, I like it over here though, and shit. Yeah, I was like, yeah. I was like, yo, what's up? What happened with your case and shit? You know what I mean? I just trying to change, like, let me change the topic or something. Let me bring something. So what happened with your case and shit? He be like, yeah, they turned me down. All 3 of my appeals got clapped. Once that happened, man, I said, fuck him, Ace. I'm like, damn, bro, like, you know what I mean? Like, no hope, no other way, get another lawyer, nothing. He was like, man, man, I got 52 years, man. So I said, fuck it, man. Like, fuck it, man. Like, you know, fuck it, man. You know, like, this is what I do, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna lie, I like white boys. I'm like, oh, shit. The record scratch. Like, we talking about going home and, like, what happened to your case and, like, shit like that. What the hell you come out of nowhere and talk about you like white boys? He was like, yeah, shit, yeah, you know, like, man. I said, fuck it, man. I like white boys, man. I'm too white. I'm like, white boys. I'm like, damn, bro. I'm like, I'm saying, though, I'm like, damn, bro. I'm like, man, I had to tell him. I'll be a liar if I didn't be honest. I'm like, yo, I said, yo, Pitts. I said, yo, you used to warn me about, like, you know what I mean? This type of stuff. He was like, yeah, that was before I got sentenced to 52 years. I said in my head, yeah, they did get this nigga Ray Lewis. I'm like, damn. I'm like, I dig that. But I'm like, yo, bro, you gotta live your life. I'm gonna live mine, bro. I don't want you to think like I'm gonna feel. He's like, I don't care what nobody think. I don't care what nobody think. Like, this is what it is now. I got a bit to do. I got a bit to do. It's different when you got a bit to do. I ain't on St. Bride's like I told you I did my last bit. Nah, this is real penitentiary. So I got to make all these 50 years go by as fast as possible. I'm like, damn. Just to hear a nigga say he got to make 50 years go by as fast as possible is diabolical, y'all. So boom. That man went on and accepted who he was, and I respected it, and we left that conversation where it was at. We left it where it was at. Now, when they moved Bro in the pod, he didn't move in the cell with a homosexual or that homosexual dude he was talking to. He didn't do that. Now, the whole time in the block, it was this little young white dude in there. Now, I didn't know this was his prime target. I didn't know this was who he was. I didn't know who this was he was locking in on. You know what I mean? Like, for real, I just seen a predator head on this dude. It was like he didn't have one and now he has one. So it's like he wasn't locking in on nobody. But it was a young white dude in the block. You know what I mean? This white dude, I don't know how they moved him into the jungle like that, because moving him, a young white dude to San Francisco was basically like throwing him in the jungle with the lions. That's basically what that is, because this young white dude that looked a little green, you know what I mean? He looked like he was green. He looked like somebody that I seen them run a whole play on. Everybody ran a damn play. Everybody was running a play. Now, Chicago had told me that he couldn't get me moved to the other side of the yard, which was where 30 building was at, which where I was trying to go. Y'all know I was just leaving 40 building. I was on that side. It's 50, it's 40, it's 30, 40, 50 building on the side I was just on. I'm over on the side now where it's 60, 70, 80. So he told me he couldn't get me moved to the other side of the yard as of right now. But he was like, anywhere on the same side, like I probably could do that. But I didn't even want to stay on this side. So he will make all type of power moves all around that, because that used to be easy for him. Man, I promise you, somehow I guess they ran a play. I seen the same little young white boy I seen on the yard talking to the homosexuals. So I was thinking maybe he's in homosexual training. Like, this is what he want to do. You're talking to homosexuals. But at the end of the day, like, you know, dudes would be so green, and like, if you're dumb enough to, not dumb, I'm not going to use the word dumb, but if you're somebody that's going to stand there and like really like get to know a homosexual and talk to him, like basically like you fall into the trap. You know what I mean? Like, they basically gonna try to turn you. That's what they do. You know what I mean? Whether it's for them or it's for they do, they gonna try to turn you. So like, that's what be going on up there. So when I seen the young white boy talking to the homosexuals, next thing you know, he's in the block. You know what I mean? When he moved into the block, it looked like it was a John Madden power play. You hear me? Because they moved him into the block. Once they moved him into the block, you see him goddamn Pitts going to holler at the unit manager, and then he went to go holler at Chicago, and then he hollering at them. The next thing you know, the unit manager come in, because I guess it was a lot of shit going on. It was prior other predator situations that was going on. So the unit manager just definitely wants to hear out the other party's mouth that you want to move into a sale. You know what I mean? So the unit manager come in and talk to the little young white dude face to face. Little young white boy, they're like Zach Morris. I promise y'all, man, had the little haircut. He probably like my height, but he looked young as hell. Green as a goddamn whistle, man. That's my word. So he yelling at the unit manager. I look over at Pitts. Pitts got down, standing over there at the table. Got down. He got one foot on the table. He like, yeah, this is what I'm trying to get him. He controlling the traffic. He trying to figure out how he gonna get the nigga in the jump. So I'm like, damn, this shit crazy. Now that little young boy who they moved in the cell, man, they got him in the cell with the white dude that be fixing shit. Now he like dudes are going there really want to get out his cell. Every time somebody move into the block, they'll get out his cell because they said dude kind of trifling. But the dude be fixing shit. Now, the dude be fixing shit. My roommate turned me on to the nigga. So he came to the cell to bring my roommate something. You know what I mean? So when he come to the cell, my roommate like, damn, boy, I see they about to goddamn get your roommate and put his ass in a sandwich, a goddamn ice cream sandwich, goddamn pause. And this is my roommate saying. So the old white dude like, shh, man, I'm gonna tell you straight, man. He's just fucking scared, man. Like I told him he's on Lawrenceville. You don't have to fucking be scared like this, man. He said people told him stories about how prison is. He said prison is a scary place and people will try to freaking attack you if you're not protected the right way. He said he's from the West Coast. You know what I mean? So he's used to how people schooled him about how prison is going to be like, you got to get under protection. You know what I mean? So I'm like, damn, like you like, if you're a white dude from the West Coast and you think a black man is your protection, like basically your politics is all fucked up. So you can tell he knew nothing about jail, y'all. I can look at this goddamn white dude. I can read his damn brain. I can read his brain. This nigga brain was saying, man, I just don't want to get attacked. Somebody help me, please. I don't want nobody to hurt me. I should just move in the cell with the fucking dieselest dude in the pod. Hopefully he don't fucking kill me. But what if he would? What if he do want to kill me? I don't know what to fucking do, man. That's what the fuck his brain was saying, man, y'all. So boom. Goddamn. The nigga got down. The unit manager talking to him. Next thing you know, you seen goddamn Pitts talking to him. Pitts is way taller than him, way bigger than him. You know what I mean? Pitts talking to him and shit. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn. I'm like, yo, this wild. Like, it's wild to see how a dude that I knew that schooled me about predator activity is now a goddamn predator. Shit was wild as a bitch, y'all. He get the dude in his cell. White boy in his cell now. Like, y'all be thinking that dudes is just this dumb, man, in stories. Like, but I'm telling y'all, like, it be situation, it be real situation. Everybody's not tough, y'all. Everybody can't protect themselves like we can, or maybe I can, or you can that's watching this. Everybody can't. Prison is a place that makes you feel like you're not protected. Why? Because if you look at a person and you think you can't whoop his ass, if you're that scared, you think you can't whoop this man's ass, it's going to scare you even worse to know somebody that you think you can't even whoop might have a weapon. So for a lot of dudes, it scares them. It puts them in a box of like, I'd rather do this than be scared. Like, and it sounds stupid and it was crazy, but that's just how it is in this place. I tell y'all never come. This is how it is. So he got to do in the cell. Everything was going smooth. Everything was going smooth. Goddamn, I look up. Man, this is my word. The white dude was sitting at the table one day. White dude was sitting at the table, goddamn. The nigga Pitts come out, shirt off game. Came to the door. And he was like, hey. He was like, hey. Hey, come here, boy. Come here, boy. White dude turned around like. He was like, come here, boy. White dude got up. He went up the steps like it was his last goddamn walk. He was like, everybody was out the wreck. I'm standing by the laundry joint like, come here, boy. Like, this thing, wow. White dude took his long walk. Went up the steps long as a bitch like that. No, he was scared as a bitch. He walked up the steps. He walked towards the cell. He walked to the cell. He go in there, jump the door, say, boosh! The door slammed, cut go up. God damn it. Who knows what's going on after that? God damn, next thing you know, door open up, cut come down. You see Pitts coming down the steps, just boxing game. He come down the steps like this, y'all, just boxing. No shirt, just boxing game, and his flip-flops and his laundry bag. He come down the steps like this. I said, this nigga here is a psychopath. Goddamn, I look. The white dude standing in the door looking like Opie. He like, Pitts going in, take a shower. He get out the shower. Goddamn, white boy goddamn, this looking stupid as old. He got the dumbest look. He got the dumbest look on his face when we go to trial. He's just looking stupid. So I know for a fact he's being violated. He has agreed to move into a cell with a man that has Ray Lewis. This man got 52 years. And you moved into the cell with this psychopath? Now, I didn't know my homeboy was a psycho at first, but goddamn it, he's a predator. The whole time the predator helmet was waiting on him. The whole time he wanted to be a damn predator, y'all. This is what his intentions was. Maybe it wasn't until he got sentenced to 52 years, Ray Lewis, but now he wants to be a goddamn predator, y'all. So boom! White boy looking like his life is over. That's what he's looking like. Like, you know, like you can tell, like, I guess the homosexuals had to school him to what to do after you get plugged. Pause. And the only reason I'm saying this is because, like, he would sit down with them. And, like, I think the whole message was to turn him. Because I told y'all that's what they do. Like, it's like a one-sit game. Everybody has a way. Like, I'm trying to game my way into the package. That's what I'm trying to do. You got people that try to gain their way into your damn boxes. Even if it's another real deal homosexual, they'll do it. They'll run the bank games, all type of shit that'll go on. So, like, I guess they trying to school him to what you do after you get plugged, like I was saying, which is wild because he's at the table with them, he's talking, and like you'll see goddamn Pitts come out and be like, yeah, look, man, y'all need to talk to him, man. Goddamn, get him right, man. Y'all need to get him right. So I'm like, this shit is sick, man. Like, I have seen shit like this happen on Sussex, but like just getting to San Francisco, getting to Lawrenceville, like that, none of that shit was going on the other side. I swear to God, a lady moved me to real prison. She moved me to real damn prison, man. Dude's in there getting violated. He's violating this damn white dude. He's violating him easy. Pitts in there doing this thing. I know he is because that conversation we had, like he just seemed so serious and passionate about being a predator. He said he like white boys. That's what he do. He done conned the white boy to come in his cell. Now the white boy in his cell, you know what I mean? Now he violating the white boy. Now he got the white boy trying to goddamn hang out with the damn homosexuals. He trying to all the way turn the damn white boy. White boy just sit there and like and just be looking like he in space. You know what I mean? He had like in a space look. And that's the face you would have if you're in a cell being violated by somebody the size of goddamn Pitts. Before Pitts even got Diesel as a bitch, he was already kind of tall as a bitch. Now he's a Diesel tall ass nigga. So like, he probably really was scared, man. Like sometimes like it don't be no way out of that situation. Like me personally, I would never be in that situation. You probably not be in that situation. But you got dudes that fuck up that come to jail that have no heart. They got a heart to pull the trigger or they got a heart to do a crime, but they don't have the heart to do a jail bid or a prison bid. You have dudes like that in there. You have all type of sorts of different kind of guys in penitentiary. I'm letting y'all know now. This is how it go. But right now, Pitts has this man in the headlock. There's nothing that this man can do. So my roommate come in the cell one day. He was like, yo, I just came down here from Giz. That's the dude that fixed shit. He was like, man, I just came from Giz cell. Man, he said, man, this is my word. He was like, yo, when I was coming in there, he was like, the dude, the little young white boy was in there. You know what I mean? He said, but he left when I came. You know what I mean? He said, I was going in there to get him to see if he can goddamn fix my CD player. So he going to CD player still around this time. This 09. He like, look, I'm trying to see if he can fix my CD player. So he said, when the white boy dipped, he said, goddamn, man. He said, man, Giz just broke down in tears, man. I'm like, what? He was like, man, that man broke down in tears, man. I said, man, the old white dude started crying. He was like, yeah, man. I was like, why? He was like, cuz. He was like, bro. He was like, that shit is messed up, man. I'm like, what? He was like, shh. He did like this. He was like, man, he was like, yo, Giz told him, man, that the white dude was just in here telling him that every night the nigga Pitts make him give him oral sex. Every morning he makes him have sex with him. You know what I mean? He said the dude said it hurt. Pause. And I don't mean to give you all this vivid, crazy information, but this is how it is. This is what he's saying. It's a big pause on this, but this is what he's saying. He's saying that the man, like the man can barely walk for real, man. Like he's hurting him like that. Having sex with him. He's really hurting him. He's violating him to the point where he can barely walk. You know what I mean? And I did see when I came in there, he kind of I didn't think he was crying or nothing like that, but it looked like he kind of fixed up real quick. And he was like, well, I'll holler at you, Giz. And he kind of dipped out when I seen the dip. Pause. Not saying I was looking, but it just looked stupid. So when he telling me, I'm like, he was like, man, Giz said he don't know what to do, man, because like that shit ain't right, man. He was like dude in there violating him, man. He was like, the only reason he moved over into that cell, because he got cool with I ain't gonna say this homosexual name either. He got cool with his other homosexual, which was a bad idea. But he said the dude said he has family members that's homosexual, but he's not homosexual. You a damn lie. But this is what he's telling them. He said that's why he got cool with that homosexual. The homosexual introduced him to the other homosexuals. The other homosexuals introduced him to the damn predator. The damn predator introduced him to his goddamn bedroom, which is his cell, which is sick. So now he's trapped because he said that Pitt said if he tell anybody what's going on, Pitt said he was gonna kill him. You know what I mean? Now this is a dude that Giz told my roommate that's the, you know what I mean? That's the only child. Say he's the only child. His mom is a single mom. He has a young mom. You know what I mean? His mom take care of him, look out for him. He don't know what to do. He don't want to let his mom know because his mom will get scared and tell the people. And he still got 3 years to do. So I said, what Giz tell him? He said, man, Giz told him, man, like, man, your best bet is just checking into the hole. You know what I mean? He said if he check into the hole, he said, goddamn, Pitts told him he can get at him while he in the hole. What the fuck you mean he can get at him while he in the hole? He was like, man, he said he can get at him while he in the hole, man. Like, I said, no, he can't, bro. I said, no, he can't. I said, man, tell that nigga check in, bro. And I ain't even on no type of time like that. But like, I'm trying to figure out what's his other options, y'all. He's in the cell getting violated by my damn homeboy. Now, Giz was kind of like, my roommate was explaining this shit to me like real talk, like this came with something. Like he wasn't done with the story, but he was explaining it to me. And like I thought he had no other option, but after my roommate explained everything, he was like, yo, Giz was like, man, you should holler at him. I'm like, what? The record scratch again. I'm like, hold on, what you mean I should holler at him, bro? He's like, man, you should holler at him because he's from Norfolk. You know what I mean? You know him. So like, man, just tell him, goddamn, man, look, dude trying to move out the cell, man. I was like, yo, listen, on everything I love, I'm not saying nothing to that psycho. I was like, what you think I could stop this nigga from goddamn throwing pole at this damn white dude? I said, pause. I said, I can't stop that, man. It's already happening. He moved in the cell. You know what I mean? I said, look, the only alternative, the only resolution to this is checking into the damn hole. I don't have nothing to do with this shit, bro. My homeboy was like, yeah, I told Giz you weren't gonna do it. I wouldn't do it either. Like, the fuck you want us to do? Like, dude, from the way, like, you I was like, man, look, I don't have nothing to do with that shit. That's my goddamn word, y'all. So, boom! Goddamn, we come out again. I mean, it's like a day after all this information, all this madness is going on. And you see the homosexual dudes, now they talking to the white boy because they kind of like, they trying to like, I don't know if they talking sense into him or they having a powwow at a table. You know what I mean? Maybe they telling him how to dush. I don't know what the hell is going on. It's San Francisco in there, goddammit. But they all at the table, having a round table. It's 3 homosexuals and a white dude. He talking to him, you know what I mean? But it looked like they kind of talking to him about something crazy. I look up, I see my roommate and Giz standing downstairs by Giz's old cell. I walk down there, I'm like, what the fuck going on? Because everybody kind of was all quiet in the pod. They right there at the first table having a conversation. Giz standing there like, they trying to tell him, man, don't fucking tell, man. That's what they think. They think he's gonna fucking tell because he told me, man, he's gonna fucking tell. See, nobody's gonna kick my ass, but he's gonna fucking tell, man. He needs to fucking tell. They trying to talk about fucking telling, man. I'm like, man, he need the damn tell, man. I'm like, let me get away from this shit. I ain't standing by your ass, Giz. It's my word, goddamn. I look up. Nigga Pitts came back from program. It's my word that came back from program. Books in his hand. I know this nigga still think he ain't going to the damn law library. Oh, this nigga walking in still with books. He come in and he was like, he seen all them talking and shit. He walked by the table. He was like, wrong. That nigga walked away. Yeah, that white dude was like, he scared the living shit out of the white dude because the white dude back was to the slider. The other homosexuals was facing the slider, so he talking to him. That nigga Pitts walked in and he was like, the room. That nigga got up. White dude got up fast, so bitch. Went to the room. I'm like, damn, man. They go in there. Gotta go up. You know what time it is. You already know what's going on there. Violating him again. He had the man on schedule about how he violating him. So that ain't violating him. We locked down for count. We come back out at the count. I don't know if the white dude told him like he didn't want to do it or no, or what's going on, or he heard about what's going on. All I know is this. I looked up. I seen Pitts coming down the steps like this. And they get down the steps. And they bend that corner. And they went straight to Giz's door. I'm coming down the other side of the steps looking like. And they said, knock like the damn police. Giz ain't say shit. Then they came to the door. He was like, and they snatched that shit open. Next thing you know, you just seen Giz's roommate coming up out that bitch. I'm like, oh shit. And he was like, motherfucker, you better stay out my business. You ain't got nothing to do with him. He called the white boy name. You ain't got nothing to do with him. That's me right there. He don't got no problem with what I'm doing, and you keep putting shit in his head. Let me hear something else, goddammit. Let me hear something. It sounded like he didn't punch him. It sounded like a damn smack. That shit was like, goddamn. Niggas like, oh shit. Nigga like, man, you better keep my goddamn people's name out your goddamn mouth. I'm like, damn. Over here from the town, turned into a goddamn psycho. Then you heard, goddammit, mind your motherfucking business. Goddammit. I'm like, damn, he just smacking the shit out of him. Mind your motherfucking business. Mind your goddamn business. I'm like, damn. He come out the cell, he was like, that nigga, look. Right then and there, I almost thought about like, yo, calm down, bro. Like me. No, hell no. Goddamn it. That nigga chasing goddamn that black eye. That nigga's goddamn in love. That I can't talk about him being a goddamn predator once you're a predator. All I did is when we made eye contact after he came out the damn room and that nigga came out and that nigga looked. And I was right there on his right side and he was like, that shit said, can't goddamn save or talk to no goddamn predator, y'all, so boom! He done beat Giz's ass. He done, well, they say he went in there and smacked the shit out of him like 5 times. He done smacked the shit out of Giz because he think the white dude going back telling Giz shit and Giz giving him good advice. That's all that is, man. So Giz didn't even come out for breakfast. Giz didn't do shit that next day. Giz was stuck. He was just, I don't know if he was embarrassed. They say he won't beat up, but he didn't come out. My roommate went there and said he ain't beat up. Man, that's my word. That nigga Will just was looking mad. I'm like we was to the point where we don't speak or say nothing to nothing about nothing no more. We don't say shit about nothing, man. That's my word. So goddamn, that nigga looking like he trapped. The white dude is looking like he trapped. He has nowhere to go because he has got with somebody that became a damn predator, man. He's trapped. He has nothing. He can't do shit. He can't do a goddamn thing, man. We in the cell the night after. We in a goddamn cell. His cell is all the way across from my goddamn cell. But I get up like 1:30. Dudes are still out there like kind of cleaning the shit, kind of like, or they about to wrap it up and something. I get up to pee. I get up to piss, y'all. Peeing. Like, if I'm peeing, I can cover my door, but like the way our door is, like, you gotta come, you can't really see into the damn cell, like the way the angle is, but I can see outside my cell, like by peeing and shit. I'm just looking, and I'm looking, I see everybody on the door, so I finished, like the toilet. I went to the door, I look, you see niggas, I see like the next door neighbors of Pitts. I see the next door neighbor of the nigga Pitts, and like the other side of his next door neighbor, they all at the door like, so I'm looking and shit, I'm looking. Then you hear Pitts like, motherfucker, I'll kill you before I let you go. I'll kill you before I let you go. I'll kill you, mines. You belong to me. You belong. I'm like, this nigga really cooking out. He said he like white dudes, but damn, bro, like, what are you doing? What the hell are you doing right now? But this made this whole shit weird is that he became somebody that he told me not to get around. That's what made this whole story weird. He didn't tell me about the predator radar detector, but he told me predators was in there in his words. You know what I mean? He warned me about this shit. And look what this man doing. That 52 years, that Ray Lewis, that Patrick Willis, that shit done turned this man into a whole predator, y'all. This is who he is. He's snapping on the white boy. I'm just standing at the door. I can't really hear, but I can hear, but I know something's about to happen. Goddamn, he ain't do nothing to him. They put them niggas in, they be cleaning, then they had to count. After they counted and shit, I'm laying in the bed. I hear, fuck. I go to the door. Everybody on the door. I'm like, fuck. Niggas was pointing at that nigga saying, I look down at Giz. Giz at the door like, he looking up. He can't see because they on top of him. He like, I promise y'all, I kind of got sad on that one, man. Like that third scream, it sounded like he was taking his life out of him, man. Like pause, man. Like this shit crazy in there, man. That's why I never want y'all to come to this shit, man. This shit is so dangerous and crazy. Like you see so much, man. Like it's just freaking like, and y'all wonder why we got PTSD. Y'all wonder why we got PTSD. Like this shit, you see this shit? This is the shit we witnessing here, man. I'm witnessing hearing a nigga getting violated. He's using the R word. He's violating him. My roommate hopped off the bed. He was like, man, fuck that shit, man. I don't care where that nigga from, man. That's fucked up, man. I was like, shh. I was just standing there like, there's nothing I can do. I looked down again. Giz was just, I got a screwed up face dude and came down there and smack him up. All type of shit. Giz disappeared from the door. Goddamn, I was like, I just went laid back down. Yo, I threw my CL20 headphones on. I put it in my TV. And I just try to block that shit out, man. I just try to block that. That shit sounded so horrifying. I'll never forget that damn scream, man. That shit sounded so horrifying, man. Goddamn, as I'm sitting there like this, I hear my roommate jump off the top bunk. Boom, he jumped off the top bunk, come right to the door. I was like, what happened? He was like, the police. I look, police coming in that bitch. Nigga said the police know his leg. I look, like we sharing the window. Like, move over, nigga. We looking. Police coming in that bitch, come straight up the steps. Open up the cell. Lady popped the door, niggas went up in that bitch. They got that white boy. That nigga, man, that nigga almost ran out the damn, man. That nigga almost ran out the damn cell. That nigga's like, that nigga fell. Nigga shirt was off. He was in his white boxes. Nigga, and they got him out the cell. He was like, they got him out. Goddamn, I can't see what's going on. You see goddamn the white shirts. Niggas like, man, get your ass out the cell, man. Hell is wrong with you, man? Hell you got going on in here? Pitch was like, man, what the hell going on? Close my damn door. They was like, man, your ass going to jail, man. Your ass going to jail, man. You in here violating people and shit, man. You going to jail. Pitts was like, man, fuck that shit, man. Fuck that shit. He was like, well, you bucking? You gonna buck? Pitts was like, man. Like, it was like a Mexican standoff for a minute. They took the white dude out. They took his ass clean out. They took that nigga out the cell. Goddamn, out the pod. This is my words, a Mexican standoff. More police coming in that bitch. They deep as a bitch in there now. That nigga Pitts started negotiating. He was like, man, next thing you know, you see him coming down the steps. Steps. They take that nigga out the damn pod. Goddamn, niggas was like, yo, that shit crazy. That white boy looked so damn scared when he ran out that nigga's cell. He had looked so damn scared. I was like, god damn. Next day come around, niggas was like, yo, my roommate was like, yo, guess who saved that nigga? I was like, who? He was like, Giz. I already knew that anyway. I felt it. He was like, man, Giz hit the intercom and told the lady that dude is up there in that cell getting violated. The lady came on the intercom and heard every damn thing. She heard every damn thing, man. Pitts is done. Pitts is done. Pitts went to the hole. He got an assault charge. Man, this is my word, man. I think the white dude, Peoples was trying to sue Lawrenceville. That's my word. That was the word I got. I think he was trying to sue Lawrenceville, even though it was his own goddamn fault for moving in the cell with a damn psycho. But somehow they was trying to come with a lawsuit, man. They shipped the white dude. Pitts got shipped, man. But I watched somebody become a predator, man. This man warned me about these people and became who he was talking about. Man, prison is nuts, man. Please, man. Y'all stay y'all ass away from these people, man. Stay on the street where it's beautiful. Because there's predators in there, y'all. This man Pitts was a goddamn psycho. And that's the end of the damn story. I appreciate y'all for watching, man. As always, man. I love y'all, man. But I definitely need y'all to stay out the way, man. Like, I just want y'all to make better decisions, man, for y'all can stay out here and enjoy the rest of your life. I'm going to tell y'all this every story. I want y'all to stay out here and enjoy the rest of your life. You're not enjoying your life when you come to prison, man. You are ruining your life. You want to enjoy your life, man. Stay out of trouble. Make the right moves. Make the right decisions, man. Think about the people that need you most. If you got kids, think about your kids. You don't think your kids need you? Your kids need you, man. Stay out here, man. The kids need us out here, man. And we got to be out here for the kids, man. So we just going to stay out of the way, y'all. Period. This is the Thursday banger, y'all. Already know but this is the Tuesday banger, y'all. Y'all already know what I need y'all to do with this one right here. Like, share, subscribe this one, y'all. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. But y'all be easy, man. I love y'all, man. Stay your ass out the way.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way, if you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous. Did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments. Get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes.